and God will show up for you in miraculous ways. And I have a quote, it's pretty famous, from Reinhold Niebuhr. I don't know if I said that correctly, but the quote is this: God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I think this is such a great thing to memorize and repeat back to yourself. There are things that we are not in control of in our lives, and other people might be in control of those things, and we have no control over those other people. So it's important to be able to recognize that there's things that we cannot change. There's things that we can change, and to have the courage to change those things we can is really important. So I have another quote by Edward Bernays, and he said, "The conscious and intelligent manipulation of the organized habits and opinions of the masses is an important element in a democratic society. Those who manipulate this unseen mechanism of society constitute an invisible government, which is the true ruling power of our country." And it makes me think about all the newscasters, that they all get their information from the same one source. So that one source is manipulating the masses. And like he said in his quote, it's an unseen mechanism of society, and it constitutes an invisible government. Well, I think about all the commercials that are on television and radio, and convincing us that we need to buy the next new hot thing, or make a decision and, I don't know, spend more money than we really have to spend, and that kind of thing. And do we really need those things? Is it something that you really need, or is it something that, it's being demonstrated as you really have it? I remember when my children would watch a commercial on television, and it would have a toy, and the toy would be talking and doing things, and they get the toy at home, and of course the toy doesn't talk, but in the commercial it did. And so it was very disappointing for them when it wasn't like it appeared in the commercial. Anyway, here's what I'm saying, is that there are entities that do manipulate, just like Edward Bernays says. There are entities that do manipulate the mass consciousness of people. And I just want to encourage you to do your own research. Find out if what they're saying is really true by doing internet research. And if you don't use Google, there's other avenues out there for you to do research, because from what I understand, Google gives you a response of what they want you to see. So this is kind of an off of my beaten path, where I'm saying show up for God and God shows up for you. At the same time, I think it's really critical that we learn to have critical thinking. That's one of the things that I believe that is so important that we do for our clients as a coach, is we help our clients to think strategically and tactically, rather than just absorbing information and assuming that it's all true and correct. So I want to encourage you that if you're thinking or listening or checking into something, and you're getting ready to make a purchase of any kind, do your own research. Get people's information. In other words, check out referrals and references, and make sure that what they're saying is actually what they do. And that way, at least when you move forward with it, you'll be sure that you're getting what you paid for, number one, and also that you'll have spoken to somebody else, or at least read the testimonials from somebody else, and know that it's a good move for you because you did the research and you checked that entity or person out. I've heard about people getting taken in, and this is a lot, by people that are out to take advantage of people. It's just really sad that people buy into what people say without checking out what they're actually doing, or just going on the internet and doing a quick research and checking that person out. Are there any complaints about that person? Are there things about them that you need to know before you sign up? Okay. Anyway, I guess that's that's it for today. I just want to say, do your own research, get out there and make sure when you're making a move, check into your own intuition. Absolutely. That's probably the best way to decide if it's the right thing for you, but also do some research, check it out and make sure it's right for you before you move forward. All right. Until next time, show up for God so God can show up for you in miraculous ways. Bye now.